Hey guys, it's Zaz here again. We are starting off another battle. Today I'm playing kingabsol1. His link is in the description, make sure you check that out as well. Now, because I'm on the Wasted channel, the runner, Mr. X, has told me that I have to describe what I'm doing in these battles as well, so this can be a bit more describing and less of me just reading what's on the screen. So he goes with the Drapion and I go with my Ferrothorn, as I always do. I always go with the Stealth Rocks because if they bring in a Pokemon and they do a switcher team, then they a switch team is like they bring in the counter to whatever it is. So we go with that. Yeah, so they take damage every time they switch something in. So he puts down the double stealth rock, not double stealth rock, double toxic spikes, so that they counteract. It poisons whatever I bring in. And I go with the gyro ball here because my it does more damage the less speed it is, and my Ferrothorn is level 100 and it only has like 50 speed or something like that. So it's really good. It's really an effective move. Power Whip obviously just to try and take it down a bit more, and it ends up almost taking it out, but because of the Black Sludge it brings it back up. It goes with the Hidden Power again. I'm not sure which Hidden Power it is. I mean, I've never used Hidden Power, I don't understand it that well. I'm not really that good at battling anyway. So yeah, use the Power Whip again, and it ends up taking out his Drapion. So that takes rid of that. So it sends out his Slowking, and as you can see, the Slowking then takes damage as soon as it comes in. Now, Slowking uses Flamethrower, obviously, because my Ferrothorn is a grass Pokemon and will take it out, and it takes 4 times damage to that. So yeah, that's that. Leftovers are pretty much on all my Pokemon. Some of them don't, some of them do, because it just heals them every round. So I send out my Metagross going, okay, this will be alright. Bullet Punch always gets off first, so I use that to just weaken down the Pokemon. So it uses Thunder Wave, and yeah, it does a bloody hell of a lot. I'm going to retrain a Metagross, retrain a whole bunch of my Pokemon, and EV them properly, and all that kind of thing, so that they'll be a lot better than this team they are right now. So I send in my Gliscor, and it uses Flamethrower, and I don't think it does too much. My Gliscor has only got, it's got 3 different attack moves. It's got Fire Fang, Ice Fang, and Thunder Fang, as you just saw there. Thunder Fang, which means it can counter almost anything. The only other move it has is U-turn, which means that it hits the Pokemon and then jumps back into my party, and then I can send down another Pokemon. It's usually good if I have to counter something, like if I switch out, then he switches out, and he suspects the switch. It's better that way. So we went with the whatever move that was, and it took it out. A Scold, I think it was. I'm not sure what Scold is though, so I think it's an Ice, but it doesn't really matter. So I sent out my Hydreigon, and my Hydreigon is probably my best Pokemon at the point to try and take out everything. Like, it's my main Pokemon that I use now, because it's just that, I traded it from somebody, and that's what it's good with. So we sent out a Rinkulus, and the Rinkulus is a good Pokemon when it looks shiny. It's a very good looking shiny Pokemon. There are a few that do look better, a few that don't. Aragon is, I think that's how you pronounce it, Aragon, I don't know. That's always good. Don't forget to check Cerebi.net if you don't know what I'm talking about or anything. If you guys need to look up EVing or want to get into Pokemon battles with that. So he sends out his Absol, and, obviously he loves his Absol. So he's the Draco Meteor, just thinking, alright, this will do something, it's just going to get rid of, take down a bit of health. It ends up taking it down a fair bit, and I do lower my special attack, but, I don't have a problem lowering my special attack right now. So he sends out a Marowak. Marowak is shiny again. Looks pretty good, as we can see from there. You use Double Edge because I missed the Draco Meteor, and so yeah, it takes down a bit of health, not too much, but it lost health because of, I'm gathering it has a Life Orb like my Metagross did. So I went with the Flamethrower. I don't know why I went with the Flamethrower, but it did a bit of damage. I was hoping to catch it off guard with something, but, because I thought Draco Meteor would miss again if I used it again. So I ended up getting it on that time, and it brought me down to 46, as you guys can probably see, and we just kept going, yeah, so bring it up, So with Draco Meteor, just to make sure it would try and hit this time. Luckily for me it did, and it ended up taking down. Now my special attack fell again, so I'm not too happy with that. But, what are you going to do? I can't really complain. So got a little leftover health, so he sends out his Camerupt here. And Camerupt is one of those Pokemon that I was mentioning that looks really good when it's shiny, and doesn't look that good when it's not shiny. So I take out my my Hydreigon, because I don't really want to lose that right now. So I bring back out my Tyranitar, and I'm like, alright, this will be okay. The Sandstream will do something, Sandstream doesn't actually affect a Camerupt because it is a ground type Pokemon, it doesn't affect it anyway. So because I switched in, I got the poison off the spikes from his Drapion, I think it was. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. The Drapion then gives me the poison, which isn't good for my Tyranitar, but what's it called? The leftovers that I have on my Tyranitar usually pick it back up and protect it from its poison. I brought it back up to 333 then, and then it should, the poison will take me down just a bit lower. Yeah, see, it's 291 now. But, it usually it's just like a partly counteract. Sure, you lose like 5 HP or whatever I lost just then. So we went with the Surf, obviously, because his Camerupt is a fire Pokemon. I've never used Earth Power before. I think it's only a Gen 5 thing, and I'm really new to Gen 5. So it did a bit of damage, not too much, but so fair enough amount. Pardon me. If you guys think that I'm doing a good job, I could do something better, you'd like to see just something else in this game thing, or anything else from me, just leave it in the comments. I read all my comments and stuff like that. If not, Mr. X will read them to me, things like that. But yeah, so back to the battle right now. I'm going with I keep trying to use Surf on it, but the poisons I'm taking out my Tyranitar, so I'm like, damn, that's not good. So I send in my Metagross knowing it has the Bullet Punch, which the Bullet Punch will then take it out now, like it'll be out instant, or it should be taking it out slowly now. But it didn't end up taking it out of the way, and I'm like, alright, that's fine, Sandstorm finish it off. And I went, oh wait, that's right, Sandstorm doesn't affect a camera up. And I'm like, ah, oh, damn. So my Metagross is down, and that's not good, we don't want that to keep going. Metagross out, it gets some health back, his camera up end gets some health back. So I send out my Golem here, and it's weirdly named. I don't know why, I got it traded to me, so I'm not sure why it's that named, but there we go. So we used Protect again, and me being the dumbest idiot I used Explosion. I went, alright, I just used Explosion. I don't usually use my Golem here, and I figured I'd just go, yeah, I'll just use Explosion, and it'll take it out, and then I can just switch this back out to my Hydreigon, or, whatever else I've got left over. I'm pretty sure, yeah, so I sent out my Hydreigon again, because I think it's the only one I've got left. But, yeah. So I ended up getting the Dark Pulse off because it's my most PP'd move, which means I can use it the most times over everything else. And that's it, I won the battle there. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you around.